All right, I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I figured this morning, I'll just get on the whiteboard. If you're an owner, you're a security operations manager, or maybe you're a property or commercial manager, and you watch this, you're going to get it too. Because as you know, the whole world is changing. Now, I'll ask you to go to my LinkedIn profile, but for the record, real quick, I've been in the security industry for 32 years. I've had several security companies in my lifetime, 4 to 5 to be exact. I originated real-time reporting back in 2006. It goes way back. This is way before Android or Apple. All right. It was a Motorola brick, and then it went to BlackBerry. For those of you that have gray hair like me, you'll probably remember those phones. But at the end of the day, what I want to talk about is today's new world. And I wanted to just simply go on a video like this on a whiteboard because I don't want to fluff it up. I don't want to go into AI, put a fantastic video together and make it a big promo. Just like you, just give it to me straight. And that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to do these weekly. So I'm going to encourage you to go to theandersonbrief.com, put your email in. And if you like the video, stay tuned because I'm going to share my 32 years experience on this platform. Now, that wasn't a promo for me. I'm being truthful. I have a lot of great information, I believe. I've shared it with 3,600 security companies over my 20-year career with SilverTrack, all right? And now my new venture, which we'll get into later. So please just bear with me and it's all gonna make sense, okay? So first problem is everybody wants to talk technology. Everybody's throwing all this shit at you about technology. All-in-one solutions, all that. Okay, if you want to get into all-in-one solutions, that's you. Go do that. But today, what I need to talk about and what you need to know is making money, keeping the existing business. I don't care how much money you're making in a security business. I got to the point where I sat back and go, wow, this is 24/7. Is it going to get better? Should I sell it? I was already committed because there's a lot of finances and a lot of people we're taking care of. So I encourage you, take a listen, and I hope this makes sense. First thing I'm going to tell you, think of the customer first. Not technology. Think of the customer first. You can. And it's not about accountability. It's not about putting an NFC chip, a QR code, a geofence so you can lock your guy down because, and I understand why you're doing that, is because your client says, how do you manage your people? That's the first thing that comes out of their mouth. They give you their brief. You already know what their problem is when you go in. You're pretty familiar with the vertical you're working, whether it's multi-housing or commercial or whatever it is, all the problems are the same. But the majority of them is, well, lack of training, lack of supervision, they're sitting in the car, the reports aren't there, the reports aren't really, they really don't do much for me. They're more of a pain, and that's what you hear, okay? I could go on all day on that, but I'm not going to, all right? So, here's where I'm going, okay? Let's just go right to it. So today, it's a bidding war, as you know. That's what it is. It's a bidding war. You guys have been there. We have some bigger security companies that come in. They do $1 million presentation, but they're no different than you, all right? But there are some great ones out there. But at the end of the day, it's still bidding war because the client says, why? Or I should say the bean counter says, why pay more? For what? What makes you different? I do this on my podcast. I ask owners right to their face, what makes you different? Training, culture, supervision, management, uniforms, cars, support, me. I guess it's me because we respond. When a client has an issue, we get on it. And I said, you know, you need to go buy a big Hershey bar, a large piece of chocolate, and you can give that to your client once a week so you can remove the bad taste from the mouth. That's what I had to do. All right, because the gene pool is the gene pool. We do have some good security officers out there, but unfortunately, we have some that'll just completely destroy us too. And I don't want to, and I don't think you want them to be in control of our contracts. We provide them a service, and I know it's tough because McDonald's is paying $20 more to have somebody wash a dish, and then we come in and we have our issues, right? So we're just trying to provide great support. We scream at the top, just, we need to make more money. So here we go. It's a bidding war. That's where I'm going. Usually training is a problem in the field, okay? Editing the reports that we have to do every day. The no-shows, no-brainer. Missed patrols, They promise 3, they promise 5. I won't even get into that. That's a joke. Edit urgent notifications. In other words, your guard being able to go in and pick the proper reporting issue for what he's doing. Does he know what he's doing? Does he know what he's looking at? Has he transferred over to another contract? Has our supervision, as big as we are, had time to spend and sit with him and train him at the site? But in fairness to them and the operations guy, they're so busy running around, they don't even know how long that person's even going to be here. Then they feel like, you know what, I'll really get into the real training if he's going to stick around, because I just feel like it's a waste, to just dedicate all my time. Now, it's a poor way of looking at it, but the mindset, from what I've heard, is pretty much that. And I understand it. I don't agree with it, because we got to put our best foot forward, and that's part of the culture, is putting that behind you and doing a good job training your staff. You have to show that, because when they leave your company, no matter how you look at it, they look at you and say, well, they did try to train me pretty good, right? So anyways, no setup correctly. That is the biggest issue today, is the no setup correctly. And the reason why it's the no setup correctly is because we're just doing checkpoints. Now let me spin around here, okay? Here's your today world. We do a perimeter check. We do a loading dock check. We do a dumpster check. We do a trash compactor. We do a parking lot. We do a lighting. We talk about skateboards, transients, right? We do our common area inspections. We try to check doors on stores, locations that are vacant. But at the end of the day, you're no different than anybody else, because you're putting up these little spots called NFC QR codes quickly, and you're just walking the guard to and from, north, south, east, west. You want to make sure he's not sitting down. You want to make sure he's reporting. But what he's reporting isn't good. It's usually one photo. It's a dark photo. The narrative is really poor. Checked mailroom, MR. I don't know what MR is, right? I won't even get into that. You've seen your reports. And looking at your daily reports, no matter what you're looking at today, don't tell me you sit there and go, wow, we're the bomb. You're not. You're no different than anybody else. Okay? Now, reports today, again, we just went through it. Poor photo, small narrative if you're lucky, everything checked okay, one photograph if you're lucky, maybe 2. And typically they take a picture of the QR code. They're not even taking a picture of the area. That's a whole nother subject, but you know where I'm going. You have this great report, 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks great, and all of a sudden there's this dark one in the middle that it's a high priority, and they put tour inspection, something like that, and you just go, oh my God, right? Then your client's calling you and wanting to know, hey, can you get more information on this, right? Okay. End of the day, you're editing reports, no benefit. That's it, no benefit. That's today's world. And it's my world, because this is an everyday thing for me for 16 to 20 years. This is what we talked about. Now, what was out there? So what I did when I developed SilverTrack back in the day, I just made it very simple. It was simple, and it worked because it was kind of an accountability tool. It did red, yellow, green. It was very simple. And it was simple, and you guys liked it because it was simple, because it was like-minded. It was me. I was in the industry. I knew it had to be simple. Okay? Now, here's today's world. And that new world, okay, it's called Vision Insights, INSITES. My purpose for the Anderson Brief, okay, is to share all my experience with those of you that are Vision Insights, or maybe you're not a Vision Insights customer. You're more than welcome to jump on the newsletter. But let's get to what's going to make us money, and let's get to what's going to keep our existing business. And most important, let's get to what's going to keep our business. Now, I'm going to throw certain reports on the screen as a visual to kind of show you as I go through this, whether it's on this video or the next one, but I'm going to try to go there so you get a bigger picture, okay? Now, today's world, I said to myself, if we were going to do this again, what would I want to do? And I wasn't planning. This was a pure accident. When AI came out, and I have 32 years of this information, and remember, guys, this is what the difference is. 32 years of data, 32 years of real-time reporting. We, my partners and I, and the team I brought back from SilverTrack to support you, we dumped that into a high intelligent database, and we got an unbelievable partner that will disclose eventually to you. That's AI-based, but end of the day, that's my information of 32 years. We didn't go into AI. We didn't sit back and ask AI to build anything for us. We dumped it in there, and then it got smarter every day, and this is what we got, and this is what your new world looks like. It's called, for the first time, you're an intelligent security company. It's all about data, okay? Now, intelligent data means this, right? Think management. Think exactly like an owner. Think exactly like a commercial property manager or a residential community manager. That's what we're able to do now. It's all available to you. The videos, the training, every tour inspections, every parking management, every maintenance, it is available for you. There's micro trainings you can do, and I can show you exactly how to set that up. I have all that information. I have the educational documents to put a beautiful video together to show each and every inspection so your officer knows exactly what he's doing in the field, what he's looking at, why we're looking at it, what things are problematic, what's considered normal, right? Teaching them how to take proper photographs of the item or the amenity or whatever it is, not just multiple pictures of the same picture, but different angles for purpose. So whether it's a property manager, an owner, a maintenance tech, video, 4K, they can look at it. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, and then they get the picture. And it was all done by a C player, an average security officer, multiple languages. Okay, so think management. It's all part of the custom setup. The next thing, you, for the first time, can be a partner. That's right. You can partner with your client. And not only that, it's one dash, one screen. Your client can bring in multiple vendors on your system, okay? Think of that. Reduce your labor. Absolutely going to reduce your labor because you can do multiple things and you don't need a player for a C player, right? You can put anybody on the property. Again, it's multi-language. All they got to do is talk. All they got to do is text. It's going to go into our database. It's going to say, oh, Chris is trying to say this. And it will evaluate his narrative. Not only will it correct it, but it'll put the proper terminology in the narrative. And what I mean by that is, like, for an apartment community, you can't say security gates. It's a gated community. Those aren't tenants in a high rise in California. Those are residents. Tenants are commercial. Get my drift? So it's already thinking that way. Nobody else in the industry that's planning on using AI, they'll just be a chat feature. That's it. They'll correct narratives maybe. End of the day, ours gets smarter. It's already been dropped in, okay? Now, of course, we're going to reduce your labor because they're not going to be just bouncing around. We're going to be telling them where to go and what to do. It's not going to overwork them, and they're going to look like superstars. That's it. I'm just going to lay it out. Reduce your client cost. You're going to reduce your client's cost because your guard's going to be able to come in and help out, be a partner, do maybe some quality lighting inspections, common area inspections, patio violations, right? Things that save the property manager, the owner, all kinds of time because the reports are perfect. The narrative is perfect. The information, the analytics is mind-blowing every day, no matter who's there. So you can get a lot done on the first patrol. You don't have to come back 3 or 4 times and add to the daily activity report. You can reduce your patrol times. Quit telling people that you're going to be there 3 to 5 times when you know you can't do that, right? 1 to 2, quality, 3 if they need it, but they'll pay for it because of this. You're reducing their risk and liability because we've got videos right in front of them that tell them exactly what to do, how to train, walks them through the whole thing. Call me, I'll show it to you. You won't even believe it. In fact, your client will go, oh, I saw the video. I don't know how they could have missed that. I understand, people are people. It's a lot better than a complaint. Again, we've already talked about patrol times. You're going to really reduce that, all right? If you're doing patrols, a lot of you guys are, if you're not eating the commercial insurance right now, wow, that's through the roof. You're going to save all kinds of time on patrol. You're going to reduce your training on the property because it's right there. You can put anybody on the property, just say, here's an address, go through the training videos that are right there. They're going to walk them right through. Go here, do this, do that, don't do this, do this. It's pretty damn simple, okay? So now we're cutting down supervision and the frustration related to, and then the client gets to see those training videos. Client gets to see those training videos right in your daily activity report. Wow, you guys are training your people in real time. There's a lot to that. So complaints. Wouldn't it be great on Monday to get paid on time and have your client call you and say, I love this? They're going to give you referral business. I'm telling you right now, they're going to give you referral business. Save money. Both of you and the client are going to save all kinds of money because you're helping them with their labor by doing extra things, but they're quality extra things. You know, typically our lighting inspections were crap. Then the client would say, hey, I appreciate the effort, but you're causing me more problems than I need right now. So just do what you're supposed to do, right? Now we can really program it and they can get quality lighting inspections, quality building inspections, quality stairwell inspections, quality raised curbs, loose handrails, graffiti, landscape, broken sprinklers, you name it. All with a C player, like I told you before. Who else is doing that? This is completely game changing, you guys. Now, what do we get? Now we get incredible report narratives, beautiful report narratives. We're going to have 4 pictures across, 5 pictures on a carousel, 4K. They can slide and see it right on the daily activity report. Date, time stamped, all that. Beautiful. But it's not going to be the same photograph. I show them how to take really cool photographs. It makes it very entertaining. The videos that they're doing are entertaining. The narratives that come in actually title the reports automatically. They don't have to pick. Where am I at? What am I reporting? The system grabs the narrative, puts the title up there. That's the intelligent data. And the analytics, incredible. No errors, guys. No errors. And if there is an error, somebody says something stupid or whatever, and it's not, and it needs to be changed, you can edit it. And then when we edit it, we don't have to worry about editing it again because the system is smart. It realizes, hey, when you see this kind of word come in, don't do it again. I think you get where I'm going. Multiple languages, smarter every day. So every day it gets smarter. It's not up to the officer. The system's getting smarter for you. Fantastic analytics. I'll throw them on the screen. I'll kind of show you these analytics. You need to watch VIA, V-I-A on YouTube. Spend 10 minutes. Arthur, our CEO, goes through it. Absolutely incredible. And you can do it on a one-person operation. One-person operation. So, long-winded, I know. 17 minutes cut down. But I'm going to tell you this. Next week video, I'm going to do a sample of a commercial property. I'm going to come right in this whiteboard and I'm going to show you how when your security officer goes on site and does a report, the way I set it up, and I have all that, I'm going to give you a taste next week. So sign up on the newsletter. It'll come to you. You see that. And then if you can give me a call personally or send me an email through LinkedIn, and I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes with you and change your world. That's for damn sure. See you next week.